The All-NBA selections have been announced. OKC's KD was the lone unanimous choice to the All-NBA first team. I'm Prim Sripapat with your ESPN headline. To break it all down for us, joining us is Brian Windhorst. So, Brian, some other players making the first team: LeBron James, who was selected for an 8-time. Chris Paul, he earned his 4th first-team selection. James Harden, Joakim. Your thoughts on all these selections?
Well, it's interesting. The first team had some tough choices this year. There was also some injuries that played into it. Derrick Rose not being involved in it. Russell Westbrook, the voters, and I was one of the voters for this award, and I left Russell Westbrook off my ballot, as did a lot of voters, because Russell Westbrook did not make any of the teams. And also Dwayne Wade, after he missed 28 games this year with various injuries, the voters left him off. So we had some new blood. Especially Joakim Noah making first-team All-NBA, which, was big for him. It also triggered a bonus in his contract that got him $500,000. But I think it was a tip of the cap to how well the Bulls played this year without Derrick Rose. So even though Derrick Rose isn't involved, Joakim Noah is in there as well. And then James Harden also making the first team signifies his elevation into the upper echelon of players. Definitely, big statement on where he is in the league as well.
So, Brian, Noah is not the only one that has somehow integrated this into his contract. Paul George also was able to activate a bonus. So how common is it among players these days?
It is actually doesn't happen very often. It's only happened 3 or 4 times over the last 3 years. The Pacers were aware of this when they gave him the contract, and they tried to limit it a little bit. They gave him a little bit less of a bonus than he could have gotten, and in trade for that, he got an opt-out early in his contract. But obviously, Paul George, out of everybody on this team, was the most interested in seeing it. And, he snuck onto the third team last year. He was the lowest getting guard who made it last year, which enabled him to be eligible to get on it this year. And so, again, he was able to squeak in this year at forward because he was able to receive votes at both guard and forward. So he benefited by getting this big bonus. It is only people who are only eligible who have it in their contract to make All-NBA for 2 years, or get voted into the All-Star game for 2 years, or win the MVP award. So, for example, John Wall also had this provision in his contract, but John Wall did not qualify. He did not get one of the qualifications. So Paul George was able to get it, and for him it'll mean $7 million over the course of the next 5 years.
Really interesting. All right, Brian Windhorst, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
We'll obviously keep you updated with this story. Keep it logged on to ESPN.com.